Our presentation is on the effects of video games on people. Are they good or bad overall? Here's the background of video games. It's a pretty large industry in the world, topping out at over $80 billion. The US makes up roughly one-fourth of that, at $21 billion. And you can see that further in the graph to the right, according to the Entertainment Software Association in 2013. Now, the demographics, they're also pretty interesting. Now, for the average age of a gamer, I'm sure many of you were probably thinking of the stereotypical teenager, with a headset on, sitting on his couch, eating Cheetos, maybe has a Mountain Dew on his side. But the actual age of a gamer is 34 years old, according to ESRB. Now, let's discuss some pertinent facts about gaming. For doctors, there's been a link that has been shown between video games and laparoscopic surgery. For doctors who played 3 hours of Top Gun per week versus doctors who didn't, they made roughly 37% fewer errors and had a 27% faster completion time, according to JAMA Surgery in 2007. The American Psychological Association in 2013 found that children's learning was boosted, health, problem solving skills, and creativity were also boosted as a result of playing video games. Games like Call of Duty help soldiers sleep better at night because they exercise their demons in game, according to CBC News in 2011. Lastly, games like Virtual Battlespace 2 help soldiers train for battlefield situations. Specifically, they recognize explosives, they pick up survival skills, they get medic training, and they get accustomed to cultural norms of foreign territories. Now, let's get to some of the bad. Over-independence on video games may foster social isolation, as they are often played alone, according to the National Institute on Media and Family. For the sake of time, I'm going to cite all the rest of my sources at the end. In the meantime, let's get to the rest of the facts. Practicing violent acts in game often contributes to more aggressive behavior. People also confuse reality and fantasy. Academic achievement may be negatively related to over-dependence on video games. And one particular man died after playing over 50 hours nonstop at an internet cafe. Also, some people forget to do basic tasks like feed their kids or go to their job. Gaming can be found to relieve stress. Gaming for 30 minutes to an hour can lead to a reduction in cortisol, which is a hormone known to cause stress. As you can see with the ape down below, that guy definitely played for at least 30 minutes because he is extremely relaxed. Also, completing levels and boards boosts player self-esteem levels and can reduce anxiety by giving them a sense of accomplishment. Contrary to relieving stress, games have also been known to produce it. Some of the cons include violent video games in which players must hunt and kill each other, such as Call of Duty and Halo. They're also known to increase aggression and stress levels. The guy to the right, he was playing Halo. Now, these types of games stimulate the fight or flight response in players, causing the adrenaline response. Since players are sitting rather than fighting or running away, the adrenaline has no real way of being expended. Players to connect with friends from across the world. So, say someone from Atlanta wants to go play with someone in Los Angeles, they could do that. Or Italy, or India. Any of those are available options. I'm not sure about the Democratic Republic of Congo, but if people had an Xbox there, I'm sure they could connect. Also, home consoles provide adolescents with an environment where friends and family may join in to play together. Lastly, Wii games encourage exercise while playing indoors. So Joe Schmo in the picture to the right can pretend he's Muhammad Ali and get some good exercise while he's playing with his friends. The effects of social and physical well-being are also negative in some aspects. The communication online gaming can be very derogatory, as players don't sit face-to-face with their actual opponents. This means that the player can talk as much trash as they want, and they don't have to worry about being hit, punched, or kicked by their opponent. They're also pretty anonymous, so they can get away with saying whatever they want, as all they have to show is their gamer tag, rather than their name or address. There are also a number of other effects, as you can see below. Before we researched this topic, we were initially on the fence regarding whether games are good or bad overall. However, after doing the research, we now firmly believe that they are good. The fact that games can have a link between laparoscopic surgery, they can help train soldiers, and increase children's learning, health, problem-solving skills, and creativity all outweigh the negatives. The one thing that we do believe specifically about games is to do them in moderation. As you can see, due to time constraints, we won't have time to show our attention-grabbing funny portion of our presentation. If you're interested, it's a mockumentary video that over-dramatizes the effects that video games cause to relationships when one becomes dependent on them. The title of it is CSCI3030 Presentation on Video Game Effects. I suggest looking it up because it's actually interesting.